Hello all and welcome back to Rides and Drives. This is Dave and Happy New Year. We're going to start out 2024 by bringing something back to the front of the stove that was not just on the back burner but actually got knocked all the way off the stove. What we're talking about is my 1970 Maverick Grand Touring project. We're trying to take sort of a silk purse from a sow's ear approach on this, and we're trying to get this one back to the front of the burner, to the front burner, and get some work done on it. For other projects, this has gotten pushed back farther and farther. This got put to the side for the Ranchero, which evolved into the Cougar, and then it got pushed to the side for Jethro. You guys have seen Jethro. Jethro is awesome. Jethro's off doing what he needs to do. He's working. Hopefully Josh is getting some good use out of him. Now, this is my Maverick. It might look a little bit rough. There's a few parts that are not currently bolted on. It's a 1970 Maverick. It originally came with a 200 inline six, which is gone. It had a C4 automatic transmission, which is gone. And so far, we've replaced this cowl section underneath here. It's got brand new cowl hats, and the pin's been all sealed up, and that's all fresh. And we've replaced the driver's floor pan, and we got some new door hinges on. The suspension is completely freshened up, all shocks, upper and lower control arms, suspension bushings. We got some 17-inch wheels from a 2006 Mustang GT, and we're going to take a little bit of adjustment to get those down where they need to be, but it's going to be hard to tell till all the weight's back in it. Let's see. Oh yeah, the cool bits. That hasn't really been the cool stuff. The coolest part is hiding over here under this pile of tarps and blankets. And this is a 99 Explorer 5.0 that's been all freshened up and been to the machine shop and has new bearings and a Edelbrock intake, and we've got a 4-barrel for it. It's all ready to go. So what it needs to attach to is down here, is these two babies and the pile of parts that go with them. These two transmissions are going to be kind of melted into one. This is going to be a 470W AOD hybrid. It's going to have the stronger gears of the 470W, and it's going to have the better overdrive, the steeper overdrive of the AOD. It's going to have the AOD case that'll bolt right to our 5.0, and it's going to have the steel drum from the 470W for better throttle response. There's a few other little details I went over with a transmission guy a long time ago. That's coming soon. But today, what we're really going to get started on is this thing had some pretty bad tin worms, and if this thing would come into focus, it'd be great. Let's try it again from over here. And we've taken care of a lot of the spots. Little spots like down here, they've been ground down and primed and filled and primered, and they're ready for more significant body work. But the rust repairs have been done, and the same with the cowl area. That's all ready for more experienced or better quality body work. What we're really working on today, and what we're starting with on this part of the build as we're going back into it, bringing it back to the front of the stove, is the roof. I really want to quote David Freiberger, I really want to get it running. Don't get it right, just get it running. And to get it actually in the road, I want to put an interior in it. And to do that, I've got to fix the holes in the roof. We had some real serious tin worms, and somebody in the past did some very poor repairs, and nature has just kept on chewing on this one. So this A-pillar is going to probably need to be replaced if I can find one. If not, I'm going to have to do some serious patching. And then back here is a patch I was having a real hard time with because I'm an absolute hack at welding and don't know what I'm doing. And after I struggled with it for such a long time, my dad found out there was all kind of problems with the welder that we had. We had the wrong tip, we had the wrong wire, we weren't using gas. There was just a whole list of problems. And that's probably what made it so hard for me. So what I'm going to do is probably cut most of this out, or I'll at least try to cut this loose here and get a better seam here. I had a real hard time getting the stick in there. Then over here, we got a couple more spots. Right here in the window. Oh, this thing will not focus. Hello. Yeah, there's some. Oh, you see the floor? See right past that to the back seat floor. Because we got holes. These should not be here. This big glob of mud shouldn't be here. And these holes shouldn't be here. This is the kind of stuff. This rain gutter is what's laying over there for the other side. And someone in the past has done some welding, and I got to check and see what the condition of those patches are before I go laying sound deadening carpet in here. But it's stripped down pretty much all the way. Firewall's all done. Everything's ready up there. So from that standpoint, we're in a good spot. And we're about to bring this back on to high heat and front burner. We've added power steering. Got the complete power steering system from a 75 Maverick. We've got 5-lug wheels. We got the 5-lug hubs and power disc brakes, and 5-lug rear axle with 3-to-1 rear gears from our 75 Maverick parts car. All right, it's time to get busy on this one. Let's see what we can do today.